Let's get ready, say, go. Let's go. Rainbows in the sky, let's fly away like a bird. You're free to see the boundless face of the earth. Let the wind blow you like a knife and glide away. Far beyond the clouds, you'll find another place. If the road ahead seems so cold and gray, turns today, don't you be afraid, go and fly away. Chala, hey chala, no time to hesitate, go on and search the earth, within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala, don't be afraid, you got the power to get through the darkest nights. Chala! Zooming round and round in the sky like a coaster. Hold on tight, or you may find yourself trapped in a maze. When that happens, you may think you will never find your way. At the past, you may take seem all the same. If the road ahead should lead you so cold and gray, when night never turns to day, don't you be afraid, go and fly away. Chala, hey chala, no time to hesitate, go on and search the earth, within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala, be cool, don't be afraid, you got the power to get you through the darkest night. Hey chala, no time to hesitate, go on and search the earth, within it is a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala, be cool, don't be afraid, you got the power to get you through the darkest nights. Chala. That's
Friday night, and you know what that means. It is time for Spaghett and Friends Toy Show, episode 355. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Smith, as always, joined by my North American Thick Boy tag team partner, Matitude 22. What's going on?
Chilling.
And we got a good night tonight. We got Fig News to talk about. We got episode 2 of Peacemaker. And we also have, well, I guess you could say Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor going down tonight. We would talk about SmackDown, but it was kind of pre-tape. I mean, it happened already because of they're in France for the big Clash in Paris. But the 0 Hour is actually starting off. They got Jordan Oliver taking on Jay Lethal. Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch the 0 Hour, and then I'll have to catch the. I'll probably end up watching the pay-per-view later, but I'm gonna check out at least the 0 Hour for now. Sometimes you get like I know it's just like the pre-show, but sometimes you get sometimes you get good matches. You know, like Jordan Oliver versus Jay Lethal. Like that's a first time matchup as in my books. Like I don't think I've ever seen them those two guys face off. So
I mean, Jordan Oliver's been around for a long time. I remember when his ass was doing matches for fucking Grimm's toy show.
uh,
But mainly you'll find him like in JCW or GCW. I'm surprised he's in Ring of Honor.
so that's what I like about the 0 hour. Like people kind of dismiss them, but sometimes you get these like low key like bangers, you know, or like I don't know, like I've never seen this match before, and these are two like well established veterans.
Jordan Oliver is still fairly young. I would assume he's probably maybe in his late 20s, maybe early 30s.
And that's the thing, like for being somebody still so young, he's already a very established like veteran. Like he's been around for like a long time. Like he said, like Grimm's Toy Show. I remember when he was in MLW and he was part of Injustice,
Yeah, with Myron Reed.
Iron Reed, and what was the other dude? Kodo Brazil or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And then like I remember Young, Dumb, and Broke. So like can't be sleeping on the 0 hours. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you get these like low key bangers.
Yeah. Big ups to everybody in the chat. Daniel, Ian, appreciate your coming. Um, so let's just jump right into Peacemaker episode 2 because like let's get that out of the way before we get into the fake news. Episode 2 basically continues where we left off from the first episode with Peacemaker laying over his doppelganger. Would it even be considered a doppelganger if it's from another universe? Or would he just
Yeah,
be
no, I would
would it
say
be more
it's
of a variant?
yeah, just like a variant, just like a multiversal variant. You would say.
But we have a little sequence where he's trying to like kind of dispose of the body. We also get a
Yeah,
flashback of like Flag Senior kind of looking over the files of what happened to his son when he becomes director of Argus because they were like classified, so he didn't really know the extent of how his son died. But then he looks through the files and sees how it was Peacemaker who killed his son. So
even like
basically,
I
just
like
showing why he's doing what he's doing against Peacemaker now.
I like in that scene where like Economos is trying to tell him he's like, oh, you know, like he's like, if somebody did kill your son, he's like, you know, it was under the orders of Amanda Waller, and they were like forced to do it against their will. Like he was almost because like like, you know, like he wants to somewhat protect Peacemaker, and because I think he knows that once Flag finds out it's Peacemaker, like he's gonna go at him full force. So I kind of like that. Him. The only thing and it's kind of two episodes in a row now where I just wish when they were like walking, I just wish they would have referenced like Creature Commandos. Like I think that would have been a really nice way to kind of
Well, maybe
connect
maybe
Creature
we'll get some of
Commandos.
that in like a later episode. I mean,
Like I'm not saying they have to go into details, but there could have just been a line where when they're walking and talking, there could have just been a line like, "Oh wow, like I haven't seen you since we worked on Project M together." Just something like that. Like I would have really liked something like that, just to kind of, like even though we know that Future Commandos is canon, just to kind of like just to connect that dot, you know,
the
like just
part
to
of
tell
people
us like
like people
where,
were complaining that the actor didn't like make his hair white, but the reason he couldn't do that is because he had like an existing, film project, so he couldn't dye his hair or whatever to make it look like it did in the cartoon. And it's like, bro, don't worry about it too much. Don't think about it too much. It's still the same dude. It's just he now has black
yeah,
hair.
like people like it's literally like animation to like live action, and people are kind of like
I mean, I get it.
complaining
Like
about
they
the
wanted to
hair, so
kind of
don't
have the
worry
kind of
about
one
it.
to one because he had the white hair, but it's easy to even just to say, hey, between then and now, he could have just dyed it. You don't. I'm saying
Yeah,
they didn't bother
exactly,
explaining it away.
exactly.
It was just a thing of we wanted him to have the hair, but because of work schedules and the dude has other jobs where he needs his hair, we couldn't just have the man commit to something that is just not feasible for him. Like this ain't the only
Like,
job the dude gets out here in the world, so he kind of
yeah,
needs his black hair, and to sit there and go through the process of having to dye your hair like some silver white color. Yeah, that's gonna do shit to your hair.
yeah, and then maybe it's a thing where maybe he's just like, like I don't really want to dye my hair gray.
No, but
Like
that's
maybe
the
he
thing.
just doesn't
He
want to.
he intended on doing it at the time, but because like he had other work schedules, he couldn't do the thing because the other schedules expect him to have his hair look a certain way. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I can't. I actually can't do. It's like when they did the shit um, with Henry Cavill when they had to digitally get the
Okay. Yeah.
mustache, and he's like, I couldn't shave the mustache because I was already in the middle of a job, and the job entails that I have this mustache. So you can't have me go ahead and now shave this mustache, and what they put a prop mustache on me that looks fake compared to the mustache I was rocking halfway through the movie filming. So it's like, yeah, they had to do the thing of, okay, we won't make you shave it. We'll just do this dumb digital thing and make your lips look all funny and shit. But that's the same thing, same style of like just actors have other roles and sometimes it requires them to look a certain way and they just can't go and change the look. Or if they end up
Yeah.
changing their look and having to go back to reshoots, that's how you end up with scenes where people might look different because now they're wearing a wig because they had to do other roles. I think one of the examples is from that Fan Four Stick movie.
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
Shorty,
Yeah.
Shorty had to get a wig on because she had did a project where her hair was different. They had to call her back for reshoots. She wasn't about to redo her hair because she was currently in a project, so they went with the compromise of just throw a wig on her, and that's why she looked weird during certain parts because that's a reshoot and she was rocking a wig. So you can't sit there and expect it
The
to be one to one all the time because sometimes actors have to do shit. And yeah, the Rick Flag in the cartoon was exactly that, a cartoon.
the first Avengers movie is probably a very good example of that.
Yeah.
Like the scene where they're eating shawarma. Like Chris Evans had already had grown a beard for Snowpiercer, so like he had to kind of hide his face. He had to kind of hide his face because by that point he had already had a full beard. It's
Yeah,
just,
and
I feel
they
like
just
people
can't turn
people will
around and like, oh,
just
I'll just shave it off, la di da. Like, nah, nigga, I'm being paid to have this look, and I just can't go around and fuck shit up because that fucks up the continuity of whatever the film is already done. Can't just turn around and do shit at the whim. So
us
it's like,
like
yeah, you gotta
unless
kind of make do. And like I said, people that are mad that his hair is not white, like man, get over it, bro. Get over it. It's literally the same actor. The voice actor is the dude. So you're literally getting the guy.
like plus unless I miss something or unless maybe it's kind of like maybe I'm just delusional. Did they explain like where the timeline is? Because maybe Creature Commandos is supposed to take place like later on.
Well, I would imagine it happens within the timeline that James Gunn set. Remember, metahumans have been around for 3 years. So Creature Commandos falls within that 3 year timeline.
I just think like I just think like
Plus, it's again,
people
if you look
fixated
at
on
Rick
the
Flag's
hair.
character in the live action, like he has like gray hairs, so he has like dark hair, but also kind of light gray because dude's getting older. So it's like it's kind of a happy
Yeah,
medium, but there's those who are
his
just kind of
hair's
nitpicking it.
naturally dark.
Yeah, it's naturally dark, but you can
Like,
see the grays coming in because he's getting old.
yeah, like you can see the gray, but you just can't see it as well because his hair is black. Like if his hair was blonde, you'd be able to see it a lot better. But you can definitely see that the gray is there, and even if it's not like, oh well, just pretend he dyed it. Like who cares? Like you're gonna like it's crazy that people will be bogged down by like the smallest of details. Like you're gonna spend you're gonna fixate on the dude's hair color. Like just enjoy the show. Like don't worry about it. Like you just in your head, just assume that he dyed his hair. Like there you go, problem solved.
Oh, by the way, the Von Erichs and Sammy Guevara did exactly what I said they should do. They basically just is like, okay, Sammy will be our third man in the six man titles, and he'll just pick up Von Erich to be the tag team champions. And like, might as well, because y'all were already kind of a team with Dustin to begin with. Y'all were the Sons of Texas. So you might as well just keep that so you don't have to strip them of the titles or have the tournament. They already have the replacements built right in.
So who's he picking? Did he say
I
or
don't know who he picked yet, but like they already kind of had like a backstage segment. So they was just like, hey, whoever you pick, you know, we'll be here to kind of represent with you. And so it's like I guess pick whoever. I don't know. Maybe they freebird it. Who knows?
kind of predict they? I kind of think we'll. I don't know. Have to see.
Well, like I said, it's better than just doing it with like, we'll just strip them. You're stripping two sets of titles, and then you're gonna have to have a tournament for it. Why? Like it just it's just more
Yeah.
extra. It's more extra steps. When it's just like, okay, they need a third man. Sammy's a third man. He needs a tag team partner, and there's literally two dudes to choose from. So pick one. It's not rocket science out here.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're about to go up against MXM Collection, and Johnny TV.
I think it's a three-way. I think it's a three-way tag. I
Yeah.
think it's the frat house versus MXN versus Hardcore, if I'm not mistaken.
Are they having
It's
audio
kind of
issues, or is
wild.
it just me?
I don't know because I got my TV turned very low.
Cause like I got like, oh, what's good, Mister V? Because I currently got no volume, and I don't know
Oh
if
no,
that's
I got no. I have audio on mine. This is very low, but
hmm,
hope they spray someone with the cologne.
fucking Griff Garrison.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is Griff Garrison?
don't even know what to say about the Dark Order anymore.
Yeah, they fell off. Dark Order hasn't been the same.
So,
Not in a very long time. Okay. Yeah, Clash in Paris on Sunday. Clash in Paris on Sunday.
I might be and I'm gonna just kind of Flash in Paris might be the shittiest pay per view card I've seen from WWE in a long time, man.
That's harsh.
I just call it like I see it, man.
I hear you. I hear you.
Like the only match I'm kind of I want to see like I want to see the Nikki Bella Becky Lynch match. I kind of hope they put the title on Nikki.
You want Nikki to have the title? You want Nikki to
I
have the
do.
title? That's crazy.
I like the
Nah.
Bellas, man. Listen, I like Nikki. I think Nikki gets a raw deal. I think people are unfairly harsh on Nikki. The thing with the Bellas is I feel like it's not their fault that they were in. Like the Bellas always wanted the women's division to be more like they tried their best elevate it. They did everything they possibly could. Like people associate the Bellas being in the shittiest era of women's WWE. Like they associate the Bellas with being in that the shittiest era where it was like 2 3 minute Divas title matches on a pay per view. But it's not their fault that that's the era they were in. They wanted it to be more like they tried everything they did everything they could to try to elevate that division, and I think people unfairly shit on them because of the era they were in, but I think it's just that like it's not their fault. Like they did the best with what they were given, you know? Like Nikki broke her neck and then she worked hard to come back. Like people forget that. Like people are like, "Oh, like the Bellas, like they don't care about the business. Like they just want to be celebrities or whatever." But like people forget that like she broke her neck and then she busted her ass to come back, and she worked hard to come back. Like people, I don't know. I just think people unfairly shit on the Bellas, and I don't kind of see. I don't kind of I don't get why. Like they did the best with what they were given.
I don't know. They just seem to catch. They just catch that hell.
Mhm.
But kind of moving back to Peacemaker. So like okay, so we get to a part where he calls up Vigilante to kind of help him get rid of the body of the other Peacemaker. And again, like he's already been told, like, hey man, ease up on, keep opening the door. Like he's already kind of been told that, hey, Rick Flag is watching you. He knows you killed his son. You know what I'm saying? All this shit, and he's still messing with the door because fuck it, whatever. Now, as far as like the rest of the episode, it was kind of slow in a sense. Like, yeah, they kind of was just following all the other characters and what was going on in their world. And then like they all kind of meet up to hang out and have some beers. And like again, like you just have like a moment where they get drunk and everything, and Peacemaker's having a moment with the female with James Gunn's woman. I think the only really good part was the part where Tim Meadows' character, who's the new guy assigned to kind of look over the other guy watching Peacemaker, they try to go up in the house to check for shit, and then Eagle Lee, like, basically just fucks them all up.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
probably like the best part of the whole episode. But for the most part, the rest of it's kind of drab. Like Peacemaker's kind of going through the phone of the other Peacemaker, kind of seeing what's on his phone, and he's like in a relationship with the girl, and he's having a better life. And then, like next thing you know, he gets drunk and tries to text her, but it doesn't work because he's in a different dimension. So he decides to go into that other world, and she replies to the text, and the kind of episode just kind of ends there, where he's sitting in the other guy's world.
It's kind of
What are you about to say?
it's kind of like
Are you talking? Because I think your mic's going out. Hold on, I think Matt's having some technical difficulties, chat. He'll be back in a second. But like, as much as I would say, like the first episode was good, the second episode's fine. I think like a lot of it was a lot of just exposition of what all the characters in the team have been up to since season one. So you don't get a lot of like any like real like Peacemaker stuff. You get a bit of it, but like not doing any kind of like superheroes heroic stuff or anything. Something might have happened to Matt.
Pause.
Check and see if he good. Hold on, chat.
We need to make sure that the lawyers with the DA, these people see this shit and they come down hard on these motherfuckers. Oh, 100%. Yes, they can get the whole Krispy Kreme. Yay, buying you the building so you can get the lease. Yep. All the boys get to eat donuts on us. If y'all watching this, contact me. I'm Uber Eating y'all all the Krispy Kreme y'all want.
The frat house. That's. Hold on, let me try something real quick. Give me a second, chat.
There will come a payday someday, someday. There will come a payday. Hallelujah, what a payday. There will come a payday someday. When I lay my work by, I've a home in the sky. For there will come a payday someday.
Hopefully Matt will come back. We'll be back soon. He'll be back soon.
Or notes to renew.
He might have lost internet. You know, things happen out there. The Matrix might have got him. I don't know.
There will come a payday someday. And the title's not
Oh no, not the perfume. No, not in the face. MXM collection with the win over the Dark Order, thanks to the perfume in the eye. You hate to see it. Dirty, dirty tactics. Dirty tactics, chat.
Our wonderful Lord gives a home as reward, 'cause there will come a payday someday. His word plainly shows he'll never foreclose. He promised
I want to hold up on fake news until Matt comes back, so we'll talk a little wrestling.
with his beauty inside.
Mr. V, what's good with you, Mr. V? Anybody pick up anything new this week? Any good pickups out there in the streets? I've been kind of on a halt. Oh, here we go. You back?
To get out and come back in.
But
it's just like it's kind of like an interesting premise, because it's like you kind of think like, what would you do in that situation where you're in a predicament where like things are not really going the way he wants them to be going, and then all of a sudden like there's like this other world where like he has everything he could possibly want, like he's a famous superhero, like his brother's still alive, like he's got a good relationship with his dad, like he's got the girl, like he sees this other world where it's like the moral, it's like the moral battle of just of being happy with what you have versus like in this other world, like he has everything he could possibly want, like everything he wants he could have it, you know?
Are you selling figures now, Mr. V? That's what's up. Paul Walter Hauser versus QT Marshall. Alright, well, let's jump into your number one source for news and information. Wow, Solo over here still being a lackey for QT. That's sad. He can never get out of that just being a bootlicker role, huh? Maybe he could join us and he could be our bootlicker for fake news. Damn, Solo. And I'm not even talking about Sokoa.
See, that's what happens when you break up with Bailey.
How you let that go? That's the big L right there.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the biggest L. Yeah. I don't know. I don't get what's with the Paul Walter Hauser thing.
I mean, he's what every wrestling company strives to have is legitimacy in some form of the mainstream. And by having him, who's like currently kind of, I wouldn't say he's a hot actor today, but he's definitely out there. Plus, he's won a few awards, so it makes him seem a little more reputable. Like his name, his name has a little bit of cachet because he's an actor that people take seriously as an actor. And the fact that he's rubbing elbows with professional wrestling gives wrestling some form of like mainstream legitimacy.
Like, I know we talked about it, but like I appreciate, I shouldn't say respect, but I at least appreciate that he wore the Proteus title to the Fantastic Four red carpet.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, he's out there kind of putting wrestling, and not just like the mainstream wrestling, but you're sitting there shouting out like Progress and stuff like that. Like, he's shouting out independent promotions out there in the mainstream. And like I said, not ever since the whole rock and wrestling connection type thing, every wrestling promotion's big aspirations is like, hey, to get a big time mainstream celebrity on your show is basically like having Hollywood give you the rub, like make you seem like you're a legitimate thing, you're something people will know about. I mean, it's wrestling and TV has always been a hand in hand. Like every wrestler of the era that was somebody had some form of presence on television. Classy Freddie Blassie, Bruno Sammartino, everyone. All the way down to Dusty Rhodes and Hulk fucking Hogan. So it's like it's a thing. Once you wrestling always wants to be mainstream. And like I said, having a legit celebrity that's like relevant and people know who they are and like, that's always a good that's like always a good thing to have. It's always a good thing to have.
Yeah.
Because you then move from being just, oh, you just this little independent, you just this rinky dink, to being like, oh, yeah, I've heard about them because so and so was at this show. And you can kind of say the opposite is like what happened at that Knox X thing with Rampage's son. That's the opposite effect. That's the thing you don't want to happen.
Did you see like an indie company tried to book him?
Yeah, I heard about that. Fucking, what's their problem?
What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know too much about Ashley Vox. Like the name sounds familiar, but
She was doing a lot of NWA stuff a few years ago. She's just kind of
okay.
she's been floating around, but mostly the most I've ever seen her do working is NWA. She's in NWA more talent than anything.
I'm pretty not.
Also, she'll do a few like GCW stuff and things like that. Like I said, she's an indie nomad. Her look is weird because it's like, I don't know, like I think like maybe she needs better gear or like a better hairstylist. She needs something, but it's just not clicking. I can say the same thing about Billy Starks though. I don't care for her look, the purple hair and all that. She got to change it up a little bit, especially if she's trying to do the whole go heel thing with Athena. It's like, I need you to kind of change your look up. I need you to kind of grow up a little bit.
Wait, who?
Billy Starks.
What? No, Billy Starks is perfect.
Nah, she's close
She's perfect.
to being. She's gotta accentuate her positives and hide those negatives.
Has no negatives. She's perfect.
I'm saying she might be perfect, but she's hiding the talent.
She's an angel.
Well, I need her to be a demon. You know what? You're not wrong about that, Ian. I will agree with you on that.
I'm actually gonna disagree with both of you because he doesn't even have that. Because
I mean, he lost the belt because he knows he doesn't need it for fucking forever. But like, he had it, and then he used it and took advantage of it. And it's like, okay, good on you. And then hey, give up the belt to an actual talent that's gonna use it in a more productive way. But don't take away the like I said, I feel like Paul Walter understands as his role in the world of professional wrestler. I would think he already conceives himself as like almost an enhancement talent. He is a special attraction because he's an actor, so it's a special attraction. So a guy like him technically doesn't need to be a champion, especially for a very long time, because he doesn't need it. His celebrity gets him over more than a belt will ever really get him over. If anything, he's given the belt the rub. That's why I was saying, like when he showed up to Fantastic Four, nobody was like, "Oh man, it's the Progress, champion." No, he had to tell him what it is and give it the rub. He gave that belt the rub. The rub wasn't the other way. He gave it the rub.
Like again, the thing too, Ian, I'm gonna have to completely disagree with you. Like first of all, did you even know that Paul Walter Hauser was the Proteus champion? Like nobody, like how many people even knew that? Unless you're actively watching Progress and following Progress. Like I'm wondering how many people actually knew that. Where everybody knows 9 belts Monet. And the thing is, like,
yeah, but
I don't know, man. Like those
belts?
The thing is, though, is like I don't even need to name them because if I'm the promoter, and like if I'm the promoter of that indie fed, and my belt is on TV, my belt is on television every week, then like that's pretty good for me because now when I'm booking shows and I can have Mercedes Monet on my show and say, hey, see the title belt that she had on AEW Dynamite, so I don't know. I think you guys are undercutting Mercedes Monet. Like, who cares if she can name the belt? Like, the point is, it's like the promoters are seeing their belts on television, and that's better for them. Like in the end, like that's better for them.
I don't know. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one. Oh, what? Cody and them having a second child? Big ups to that, son. Good for him.
Space Jesus gets the win. I knew she would.
Space Jesus.
Space Jesus.
Oh, I didn't even realize this is under Pure Rules.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They're making a woman's Pure title, ain't they?
Yeah. But if you kind of look at the bracket, like you can already kind of see where it's going. I'd be willing to put a fair amount of money that we get Deonna Purrazzo and Serena Deeb in the finals.
Serena Deeb's in this? The Professor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, starting things off with Fig News tonight, we got from Storm Collectibles. We got Street Fighter Alpha 3 Storm Arena's Nash, 112 scale. Already trying to come in on Jada Toys.
Stop it, my guy. You don't know nothing about the Proteus title. Come on now. Stop trying to listen. Like the thing with Mercedes is you and I know just as much about the other 9 belts as you know about the Proteus title, which is very little.
I'm saying though, but I know more about it than the other 9 titles because at least when Paul Walter Hauser had the belt, he knew properly to shout it out and what it was. He brought it on to many. You know, that's not the only place he took the belt. He was on other podcasts. He was on that dude, Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson. He was on his podcast. He brought the belt, told him all about the belt, where he got the belt from. So he's done more to promote that belt than Mercedes Moné has done to promote them other 9 belts that she carries with her. I'll give him that.
But what do you know about the Proteus title other than Paul Walter Hauser?
I know it's from the promotion of Progress, so if I wanted to be more inclined to go, okay, I can now look on the internet, type in Progress Wrestling, search Paul Walter Hauser or search anything, and now I am now in tune to what's going on with the Progress. As far as with Mercedes Moné, I cannot look up that promotion because she, the champion, has never even told me what the name of those belts are.
She doesn't need to.
She should. She's the champion. Should be proud.
Yeah.
I'd be proud.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, she should.
Listen, I would be flexing all day. Like, who got this belt? Not you. Who's the champion of this? Not you. Who's the host title holder? Not you. I would be flexing all the belts because I'm the man. I'm the motherfucker with all the gold. But she don't do none of that. It's literally just extra accessories to her outfit. And whatever title's on the line is the one that gets the prominence, and since half the time she's in AEW, it's the host title.
I don't know. I'm just saying,
unless it's CMLL related. But other than that, it's the host title.
I'm just saying, like, why does everything have to be this is better than this? Why does it always have to be that? Like, why does it always have to be that?
I'm not saying
like,
one is better
why
than
does
the
it
other.
like why does it have to be like, oh, Paul Walter Hauser's doing more than Mercedes? Like, why does it have to be that? Like, who gives a fuck? Like,
Well, I would say
like
he's doing more for the fact that she's
sorry
the
Ian,
wrestler,
but
though. She's the
especially
wrestler.
especially Ian, when you're calling out Mercedes and you're saying Paul Walter Hauser's doing more with the Proteus title. You probably didn't even know what the Proteus title was until 10 minutes ago when I said it.
Hey, I knew what it was.
So to kind of say like he did more, well, okay, yeah, you're right. Like Mercedes could definitely do a better job of explaining what the titles, but I'm pretty sure you didn't even know what the Proteus title was until 10 minutes ago when I said it. Like, so why are we bringing Mercedes into this? Like, what does any of this have to? We're talking about Ring of Honor. We're talking about Paul Walter Hauser. Like, what does this have to do with Mercedes to any degree?
What does it have to do? Everything.
Nothing.
Everything. Everything. Alright, let's look at our man Nash here.
Uh,
From Alpha 3.
So here's my rule. Because we know Storm Arena and we know Jada, they're both doing Alpha. They're both doing Alpha 3. So whoever gets it to me first gets my money. Like, that's what it's gonna be.
I'm more or less. I would. If I do decide to do Alpha, I probably might just stick with Jada because I already know what I'm getting into with Jada.
Like, or unless I don't know, unless there's like, because I think Jada's are around like, are $20 or are they 25?
I mean, depending on like the regulars is what 25. I think they bumped it up. Maybe it's about 25. Then like the more bigger ones will go from like 29 to yeah. So it's like the 39,
Okay.
$40 for excuse me for the deluxe. But it's usually 25 for your basic standard figure.
Okay, so then I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, if they
Also, the
come out
looks are a
close.
little bit different. Like Jada, I mean, Jada seems to go more traditional of what it looked like in the game per se, is where it looks like Storm wants it to be from the game, but they also kind of give it a little more stylized to it. So it's also kind of it's subjective on how you want the collection to look. Because from what I see from Storm, they have a look to their figures compared to what Jada's doing.
Yeah.
So it's just basically gonna be like, what is your sensibility? What do you want your figure to be? Because I mean, this looks good, and the one that Jada showed off looks good too. So it's like I don't really think you can go wrong either way. It's just gonna be a matter of
Oh,
okay, who's is more sensible for you. Like sure, it might be whichever one comes out first. Then hey, go for it. But you also might be like, I like the more smoother texture than maybe this, or I like the accessories on that one, and yeah, that's what you go for. So, I mean, either way, you really can't go wrong. I mean, we're priced at $30, which is still a good deal. Expect to pay a little bit
yeah.
more. First quarter of
That's what I mean.
26.
So I think it's just gonna, for me, it's just like I pre-ordered this one. So for me, it's just gonna come down to whoever gets it out first. I'll go with them. Like, I don't know how that I have like a super preference.
Alright, see, this is something we talked about before. Here's just another match, this 4-way for $50,000. Like, how many more money matches are we doing?
You know, like, but again, at least it gives you something different instead of just having instead of just having a four-way where you have no stakes. And then
I'd
it's
rather the
like, okay,
stakes be
they
for like a title shot than a cash prize. To be fair, like how many titles you have in all these competitors, it's like, hey, maybe winner gets a pure title, or maybe winner gets TV title or something. You got enough
but maybe they
championships that you could have just could have been a number one contender for the TV title.
but maybe they just don't want any of these guys in the title picture right now. So
Maybe,
like
but I would just think like kind of change it up
if
a
it's
little
the
bit. Like I
if
would
it's
rather
the
matches
if it's
be
the
for
cash
titles and not just cash.
like if it's the cash prize or nothing, then I'll go with the cash prize. Like if it's that or nothing, I'll go with the cash prize. Like I'm pretty sure any one of these guys would love to have 50 grand right now. So like if it's the cash prize or nothing, I'll take the cash prize.
I guess. I mean, Trunks. That's what I'm talking about. Like the Storms is a little more stylized when it comes to like the faces, and the ones that Jade is showing is more trying to capture what it looked like in the actual arcades. And that's like I said,
Yeah.
it's definitely subjective. That's why I say I like the Street Fighter 2 Ultra because it does look like what it was looking like in the arcade. So it's like, yeah, it has those beats. Compared to like maybe if someone else did it, it might be a little bit different. Or if you look at what Storm has done, theirs is a little different because they put a little more style to theirs. But yeah, $30, first quarter, 26.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I don't have a preference. So for me, like I appreciate them both. It's just gonna be whoever gets it to me first.
Hey,
All right, now we
that's how
got
you want to do it. All right, so
we got
this right
from
here is gonna be a 2 for real quick. One's already sold out, but this I guess is a consolation for those who didn't go in on like the San Diego Comic-Con like special pack with Anakin and Obi-Wan. So now they're just releasing them as single figures without all the extra accessories. So here we have Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith. And I mean, it's nothing you haven't already seen. It's Obi-Wan. So if you want a Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan, he's 26, November of 25. And then, of course, they was going to have an Anakin, but, of course, Anakin sold out on BBTS. You can still pre-order him on Hasbro Pulse. But here it is, Revenge of the Sith, Anakin. Again, this is the consolation for anyone who did not go in on that or was able to get their hands on the Comic-Con with the lava scene. So,
yeah. Yes,
which is
I
fine,
already
I
have
guess.
this. I already have this Anakin, and I already have Obi-Wan.
Well, isn't
like,
this the new Anakin with a new head sculpt I hear, though? I thought this was like a new head
Yeah.
sculpt on it.
maybe, but like I don't know. I'm not spending another $30 just for a new head sculpt.
I'll feel you on that. But yeah, so you get
It's
the
just
both
that's
of them
my
if you didn't get the
that's the
lava scene.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like with Black Series, it's just out of all the characters in Star Wars, it feels like we just get a lot of the same characters, which I guess it is what it is. But and I understand having like you want to have Anakin and you want to always have Obi-Wan, but of all the Star Wars characters that exist,
Like I said,
it
I think
feels like
this
we
is
get
just
a
more
lot
of
the
a
same.
we got extra Anakins, we got extra Obi-Wans, and we know people will probably trying to clamor for the lava accessory pack. So like I said, this is literally just a consolation.
I guess what I'm saying is it's hard for me to get excited about Black Series Obi-Wan number 75 and Black Series Anakin number 58. Like it's hard for me to get excited.
Same. Like these are two that like as much as I like Jedi and Sith, I already have the Clone War Anakin, which I like that look of the Anakin. I mean, Revenge of the Sith is cool too, but I think it would have been better if it was Revenge of the Sith and he had like the cloak. But without the cloak, it's just like you said, like it's just basic Anakin number 7. With a slightly, maybe slightly improved head sculpt. Alright, real quick, this was something I noticed. I didn't want to go through all of them, but for anybody who's like a football fan, we got this Hervinger Studios. They got this College Legends series going. There's 1/12 scale, articulated figures, and mostly college football, of course. So, like I said, you get, which are not bad. I think these are pretty cool. Like if you're into college football, these are apparently actual players, but I don't. Yeah.
I mean, if this was like NFL players, it would maybe be a different story. But like,
well, I think that cost a little more money, and then you got a license with the NFL, so that's a whole thing.
yeah, I don't watch college football. So.
I think it's mostly here in the States. There are states that live for college football, so there's definitely a market for this.
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure.
But again, it's one of those things where I feel like the teams they pick, they're kind of like, they got Navy, they got Army, LSU, couple LSUs, and then like one Alabama, but the rest are just Army, Navy. So it's like you're not even giving people that much variety of colleges to choose from. But again, all the different conferences like the Big East and the Big Ten. So. But like I was saying, I just wanted to highlight this. The $35, scheduled to come out October of 25. So if anyone's into college football, there you go.
This man, I'm getting tired of Hasbro shit, man. See, this is why I gave up on the Build-A-Figures. It's like now we're getting a strong guy.
But how old is a strong guy? Like how long ago was that Deadpool wave? Because like again, I have that strong guy, so this for me is an easy pass. Because it's literally the same. It's literally the same figure with just a couple extra hand sculpts, extra head sculpt, and a weight accessory, which is like it's cool and all, but I'm not about to pop $40 for a figure I already have.
Like the logo, like the X logo is a lot better. Like the paint is a lot better on this one.
Yeah, the paint is a little bit better, but like, is it better enough that I'm gonna pop $40 for another strong guy?
Well, no, but that's why I'm kind of saying like that's why I don't bother with the Build-A-Figures anymore, because they always re-release them as deluxe figures, and then oftentimes the deluxe version is better than the Build-A-Figure. Like they did it with Kingpin, they did it with Apocalypse. Now they did it with Venom Pool. Like now they're doing.
I don't know if they're gonna look at this. We still rocking pin joints though, so we didn't even improve on the pinless on the joints. So now I know you just reusing the Build-A-Figure. Like I said, you didn't do that much different to him that's on the original Build-A-Figure, other than the paint job's a little bit more, and you gave him some extra accessories. But like I said, for me, easy pass. I already had a strong guy finishing up my X Factor team, but I do, and I've said this in the past, I appreciate this because there might have been people who did not go on that wave and never got the strong guy. So this is your second chance, which I'm always, like I said, they waited a long time because that wave came out, 5-6 years ago?
Yeah, like that's why I think it's not worth it unless you want the full wave, it's not worth it to buy the whole wave just to get the build a figure because we always inevitably get that build a figure as a deluxe. Like you might have to wait a bit longer and where now so if you didn't go in on that strong guy wave, because you're like, I don't want to buy all these figures just to get a strong guy, then I know you won.
In fact, I'm holding.
Like me, I don't remember that wave. Like I'm pretty sure I wanted all of the. Pretty sure I wanted all the
I'm
figures
currently
anyway.
holding my strong guy, and the only difference between this one and what's being presented right now is, okay, the paint job, the paint's a little bit lighter, I can see. The X is got a white on it, and this one has just got the X on the like orange or yellowish. That silver stripe on his shirt is not painted on mine, and his shoulder pads are all gray instead of the gray and blue. But other than that, it's the same figure. It's the same articulation, same everything, same pin joints, same everything. In fact, his head sculpts are different because the one I got he's smiling. This one is just a stern face and a yelling face. So it's like, okay, he's got different head sculpts. But again, is it worth dropping the $40 just to have now two of these motherfuckers? Not for me.
Yeah, no.
Like I said, if you never got it, definitely this is a must pick up if you're trying to build an X Factor team. But I was already building an X Factor team, thus the reason I have this motherfucker already. Because I already said this years ago. I said it was going to be a while before you get this dude in a deluxe box. But I was impatient, so that's why I'm rocking the point one, the prime version. Now you get the 2.0. Which again, congratulations to y'all. Now is your time. This is your time.
That's why I said like, that's why I don't do the build a figures anymore. Like, because I know we'll get it later on.
Listen,
And
the
it'll
only
be better.
time I will
Like,
do the bigger
I
build
learned
a
from
figure if I
Kingpin.
feel like it's something that I really want now, or if it's like, hey, the wave is good and the build a figure is good, so yeah, I'll go in on it. And like I said, at the time, the Deadpool wave was a pretty good wave because it had a lot of figures that I needed within it. And plus the bonus was, hey, you get the strong guy to finish off my X Factors.
Yeah, like it has to be a case now where I have to. It has to be something where I want the whole wave anyway. If I want the whole wave, then the build a figure's a bonus. But I'm not buying figures I don't want anymore just to finish build a figures.
So
Like
I said,
I'm past the point of like buying something and be like, oh, this is just a build a figure piece. I don't play that game no more. I learned from Kingpin and I never went back.
yeah, Kingpin was the one that I missed when it was originally a Build-A-Figure and got it when it came out in a single card. And I was like, hey, I'm glad but they didn't wait that long for him.
No, Kingpin.
It didn't take that
turnaround was
long
a lot
for him.
quicker.
But like I said, Strong Guy, it's been a couple years since that wave. And like I said, they didn't have to really do that much to change him at all. They just gave him a bit of a paint job and added some accessories. Hey. Wow, the premier athletes are still a thing?
Mhm.
Okay. Alright, well, like I said, $40, which is not a bad price, but like I said, I'm not dropping 40 for another strong guy. So $40,
No.
November of 25.
Uh. Yeah. Okay. So we got the maximum Deadpool. I'm probably passing on this one too.
Same, because this is a Deadpool I already have. And
Yeah.
if the selling point is, oh, he's got a couple guns, I'm okay, bro. I've got enough Deadpool with enough guns. I've got a Deadpool with his mouth open. I got a Deadpool that can hold a chimichanga. Like, I don't need this. And the little X guy, I'm not that wild about him that I need him. So it's like this Deadpool is like an easy pass because I already have this Deadpool.
See, for me, I love the dupe. I love that we get dupe. It's just I already have dupe. Like I bought the like I had like I got the Deadpool that came with the dupe the first time, and then I have the Mafex Deadpool. So it's just there's not really there's not really enough meat on the bone for me to justify it. Like I bought the Maximum Spider-Man and I freaking love that figure, but and I bought the Maximum Hulk and I really love that figure too, but this is kind of where I think I'm like,
Yeah, like
I'm good. Like if I didn't,
I like Deadpool, but I don't like him that much that I need a bunch of Deadpools because one, I already have a bunch of Deadpools thanks to the Strong Guy Wave. I have a bunch of Deadpools. I don't need any more Deadpools. And like
yeah,
I said,
like I
this
said,
version of Deadpool, I've already have a version of this Deadpool. And Dupe, I'm not that crazy that I need him. So it's like, yeah, this is easy pass.
yeah, like I said, I already have the Deadpool and I already have Dupe, so yeah, this is an easy pass for me too.
I mean, big ups to him swiping a bunch of guns from the classified series, but that still doesn't like put him over the top for me to like, yeah, I gotta buy this.
Yeah.
But like I said, for those who might want this Deadpool, go for it, bro. It looks like they put this Deadpool on a new body mold at least, so you know. So at least you got that for you. And he's got toe tilt. $50, November of 25. 50 bones.
Well, if you've ever wanted to pretend like you're Wolverine, then now's the time.
For you
Just get this,
cosplayers out there.
Yeah, you can get
You wanna
this.
look like this guy right
Wolverine
here.
cowl. Yeah, you already know this guy gets bitches.
I mean, look at that. Look at the biceps. Of course he does.
Actually, yeah. Wow, he probably does get bitches. This guy's jacked.
In fact, you got to put the mask on just to keep them away from him. Look at the striations.
Yeah. Wow, that turned around on me real quick.
I mean, it looks cool, but it's not something. I've never been that big on the whole helmet thing, but like I said, I know there's a market for it, so. $100, October 25. Yeah.
Whoa! All right, here we go. Got from SH Figure Arts. Got Luffy, but this is a significant Luffy. This is Luffy from the Battle of Marineford, which is probably one of One Piece's best arcs, if not the best. I think it's one of the best.
I don't think I'll ever watch One Piece. I'm not trying to be here forever.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, like the Battle of Marineford is iconic. Like that's where Luffy, he faces against the three admirals. That's an iconic scene. Like that's where like Whitebeard dies and then he dies, but like he's still standing. Like that's pretty iconic. And like Ace dies. Like a lot of significant stuff happens in Marineford, and then after Marineford is when you get the time jump. Like they all, you know, that's when you get the time jump because they all get split up, they all get separated, and then you have the Battle of Marineford, and then they all agreed to meet up again, but they're like, let's wait 2 years so we could all become stronger, and that's what leads to the time skip. So Marineford is very significant, and to have a Luffy that kind of represents that, I think is pretty cool.
That's what's up. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, One Piece. You know what? Honestly, I don't know if I said this before. What really turned me off to One Piece was fucking Fox Kids. They made that shit look so
Yeah.
fucking lame.
They did. They really butchered it.
And it was like right kind of at the point where I'm like, I'm kind of into anime because I've been watching Dragon Ball and stuff and all the other shit like Yu Yu Hakusho and all that. And it's like, One Piece. And let's see what this is about. And it's like Fox Kids just fucking yayo that shit. That, like,
Yeah,
I don't
they
even want to
really-
see. I don't want to see this shit.
They really nerfed it.
Then with the weird ass editing and whatnot, like, bro, fuck out of here.
Like that one, like the One Piece, and like they kind of did the same thing with Shaman King.
With who?
Shaman King,
Oh,
but I think not to the extent. Like they like there was I don't know, like they did so much stuff where they took so many important things out. Like, okay, like I remember where like there's one part where like Nami is trying to infiltrate like Arlong's crew, and then he tells her in order to prove her loyalty that she has to stab Usopp with like a knife, and she has to stab him and kill him. So what she does is she goes and she like gives him a hug, and then you think like she stabbed him because then she pushes him away and there's like blood on his stomach, and then he falls, and then you find out what happened was like she actually like she stabbed her hand, like she stabbed the knife through her hand and rubbed it on him to make it look like she had stabbed him. And again, it's like a turning point. And then I remember in the Fox Kids, they went to this whole thing where they had like a conversation where he's like, "Oh, Nami, like don't forget to stab me with your rubber knife. Like make sure you grab specifically the rubber knife." And then she's like, "Okay, I will." And like I don't know, like they like that really kind of bumped me out because it was such a powerful scene where like like she stabs her hand, like it was such a powerful scene. And then like Fox Kids, they just totally ruined it. Like it really fucking bummed me out.
sounds like ass.
Yeah, like I said, like he's like kill your friend to prove your loyalty, and then like I said, like she stabs her hand, and like it's such a powerful scene. And then don't forget, make sure you grab the rubber knife, like don't grab the wrong one. Yeah, like oh my god, like they really fucking butchered it. Like it really fucking bummed me out.
I'm glad I missed that. 38
Oh,
bucks, April of 26 for the Luffy. Godzilla!
Yeah. Oh, this looks cool, I guess.
Yeah, this is Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack, Toho Monster Series, Godzilla figure.
You know what, Trunks? You absolutely right about that. the Fox Kids Yu-Gi-Oh was perfect. They didn't fuck that up. But like One Piece and Shaman King, they really ruined it. If I recall, I don't recall Zatch Bell being that bad, but maybe I'm wrong.
At that point, I was pretty much kind of checked out on those Fox Kids shits by then.
Yeah, yeah. The One Piece one was like especially bad.
I mean, it's
Like,
your basic Godzilla.
and two, there was a lot of stuff where they took it out. Like there was a lot of stuff they took out. Like there's a whole arc where like they go to this island and Nami gets like she gets sick or she gets bitten by something, and then that's where they meet up with Chopper because Chopper's like the doctor, and like it's like a whole thing. And then they took a lot of those episodes out, so they cut a lot of stuff out where
Yeah, I mean,
like the
Fox Kids, like
ones.
everybody knows, Fox Kids took a lot of those animes and chopped them the fuck up because one, they were either lost in translation, not suitable for their TV, so they had to clean it. Like I said, the One Piece shit was weird because they do these weird edits where it's clearly dudes smoking, but they cut out the smoking. Like they just cut out the
Yeah,
cigarette part, and it's like it's clearly a dude smoking, but you cut it out, and it's just like weird looking now because you had to do some weird edit because we don't want to portray smoking in a kid's cartoon. Like I
yeah,
mean,
like
they was doing that for years in the States when it came to a lot of animes because they had to do that for like Voltron and Sailor Moon and even Dragon Ball. There's certain parts of it that's not suitable, at least for American television audience. So yeah, you had to like clean it up or cut it out.
yeah.
Like the whole Goku showing his little pee-pee and shit. Nah, they're not showing that on TV. They're cutting that out.
I guess maybe it's just at the time, like maybe you could chop it up to like it was just a different time, but
Well, no, it
I
wasn't a
find the
different
one.
time. It's just how at least American TV works, is where they took a lot of stuff from Japan and would import it out here because it's easier to do because the product's already made. But once they realized that certain things were either like the translation was weird or the storyline was in a certain tone that they didn't want to represent in the country, in the U.S. So
I think too.
that's why the dubbing kind of was like, okay, the dub would be different than the original because they changed the dialogue because they didn't want to say what was originally said.
Uh, I think too. Like I remember, they were talking to one of the guys that worked on like the Fox Kids One Piece, and he admitted that like when they got the rights to re-release the show, like they never even watched it. Like
Yeah, so
they
they didn't
never
know what they
watched it
had. They
before they
didn't know what they
purchased the
had.
rights. Exactly. So they didn't realize how much adult content was there. Because that's the time where I think anime was just perceived as okay, it's cartoons, like it's all
But
cartoons,
that's the
which
thing. Studios always knew that it was always adult because, like I said, if you go back to the old Voltron, there are certain episodes that are very kind of sexualized, but when you see
yeah,
them in the US version, it's definitely edited down. But it's like, no, that's the way it was intended because anime was never targeted to children. That was an adult. It's always been an adult audience when it became to anime and manga. That was always tailored to adult audience. That wasn't directed to kids.
yeah.
That's why like shit like Fifth of the North Star and shit like that is hyper graphic and violent in Akira because it wasn't never made for a younger audience. Hollywood
But I
just
think it's just
assumed it's animated. We do
exactly.
Disney must be for the children.
So I think like that's like they bought the rights to do One Piece and they didn't even watch it. Like they didn't even watch through it to see like how much adult content is actually in there, or like like Sailor Moon when they made lesbians and they changed the lesbians into cousins, and then you had all this like awkward innuendo where they're like cousins, like 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 they're cousins and they're holding each other intimately because they changed them from being lesbians. Like it's just it's that time where like you said, they just looked at them and they're like, oh, cartoons must be for kids. But if you would have if you would have actually taken the time to watch One Piece, watch like some episodes before, you would have seen that, like, yeah, there's like a lot of there's like killing and smoking and there's all kinds of like, yeah, there's all kinds of drinking and like
Well, it's always the same. It's
innuendo.
also the same way like how Saban did the Super Sentai, where it's just like, hey, I'm just taking what already existed, splicing it up, and then I add in the English people to fill out
Mhm.
the blank spaces, but like all the action sequences and all that other shit was just ripped from the Super Sentai. That's why even like certain Super Sentais is out of order because they're like, oh well, we couldn't use that anymore because that character's no longer in the show based off the Sentai. Like the Green Ranger didn't last forever in the show in the Super Sentai, but Tommy was a popular character, so we had to figure something out. And the White Ranger came from the second version of Super Sentai, but they never used that version. They just used the version that had the White Ranger parts in it.
Mhm.
So like when the people ask like why does the White Ranger look different from the original Rangers, because the White Rangers from the second series of Super Sentai when they got new uniforms, but they never used that version of the Super Sentais ever in the English version. They skipped straight over and went straight
Oh.
to fucking Zeo
Mhm.
and spliced in like the Alien Rangers. But that second version that has the actual White Ranger, that version of Power Rangers never got used. Those outfits never got imported to America. They skipped that
And
series. They just used the clips
like
that possessed the White Ranger in them.
and it's like in Sentai, he's a child, like he's a young kid. That's why like Tommy, like you have Tommy, like he's always like, yeah, yippee, like woo, like because it's like
Yeah,
in Sentai, he's supposed to be a small child, so he's like, I don't know. I guess this is what it was.
but I'm saying
I
that's just
guess.
basically how Hollywood works. They're gonna take something, adapt it, but they're also gonna tweak it up because again, they're giving it out to a different type of audience. Like I said, in Japan, all that's good. In the United States, not so much. So you got to change shit up. You know, they already have their TV where they're like, we don't want it hypersexualized and shit like that for kids. So yeah, they cleaned it up, like I said, because again, they were under the assumption this was originally supposed to be for children. Not realizing that the market in Japan is completely different. The demographic is different than what it is in the States. Like I said, the majority of people reading comic book like books or watching animated television wasn't children in Japan. They just,
Mhm.
like I said, we here in America just assumed that, oh, cartoon must be like Disney. Must be like Disney.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
Especially when it's like, when all you see is cartoons full of kids or situations where they're all in school, you just gonna assume, oh, this is made for a younger audience, not realizing that the storylines and everything that they do tend to be more adult themed in the animes. So it just goes back to that old saying, like, man, don't judge a book by its cover, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this Godzilla set you back $30. Expect to pay more February of 26. Not a bad deal. Oh, from your favorite company, the best Godzillas are made from Higher Toys.
It's just
And,
again like this figure looks great, but when is it gonna come out?
well, it does say April of 26. I wonder, you think they're gonna take the 6 man off him? I would say give it to the fucking STP. What do you
Um,
think?
I would no, I would keep the I'd keep the titles on the Von Erichs and Sammy Guevara, but I'd maybe have them drop the tag titles.
I would say have them drop the trio, the 6-man, and
Or yeah, maybe
because I mean, like I think at this point, like Shane Taylor Promotions in them needed way more than the Sons of Texas.
I don't know, like I think of all the trios, like
Especially if you're trying to get this group over.
yeah, maybe.
Like Lee Moriarty can't be the only dude that can win a title in this group.
It's kind of hard because yeah, maybe just do that, and maybe just let the Von Erichs go back to being a tag team. Is that
I
the
mean, it's not like
at
they
the
can't
match?
chase. They can't chase for the title and get it back at some point. But I think having the infantry have a little run with the 6-man is like, come on, they need some. They need a little more prestige to this group to be taken more seriously.
Is that the match that's going on now?
Yeah, it's the 6-man.
Okay.
It's the infantry and Shane Taylor as the trio going up against the Sons of Texas.
Yeah, maybe give it to them. Like it kind of depends who Sammy Guevara's tag team partner ends up being too, right? Like I don't know. Like what if
Well,
they want us
his
to?
options is one of the Von Erichs. It's either Marshall or Ross.
Well, what if they swerve us and he picks like somebody else?
Maybe.
Like what if they swerve us and his tag team partner is like Chris Jericho and they reform Les Sex Gods?
Speaking of Chris
It's like
Jericho, I hear Chris Jericho might be out the door soon.
it's because it's again. I think it's because his contract is up at the end of the year.
And I don't know if you've seen the interview with Jake Hager. He had plenty of kind words for Tony Khan.
Yeah, but that guy's a fucking loser. That guy's always been a fucking loser, so you can't really take anything he says too seriously. Like that guy has always been a fucking loser. Like WWE gave him like every possible opportunity they could, and then he's like, "Oh, John Cena didn't want to work with me." Yeah, because you're fucking dog shit, my guy. You're fucking dog shit. Like that dude was given every conceivable opportunity by WWE, and he couldn't do anything. Like he couldn't get anything right. And then I don't even think AEW wanted to sign him. I think they signed him as a favor to Chris Jericho because Chris Jericho wanted him in the inner circle. I don't even think AEW wanted him. I think it's just that Jericho wanted him because Jericho handpicked all the members for the inner circle and he wanted Hager to be there, so they brought him in. Like, did you hear too? Like, he wanted to do a gimmick where he's like Groot. Like, what the fuck is this guy fucking talking about? Did you hear that part?
Nah.
Like, I wanted to have a gimmick where basically I'm like Groot, and all I ever say is I like this hat, but everybody will know what I'm talking about.
You mean the whole
Like,
gimmick with the purple hat?
yeah, like that's what he wanted, and then I guess Tony Khan said no. Like Tony Khan shot that down, and that was his pitch. Like basically, I'll just be talking to people, and I'll say I like this hat, and then only the members of the Jericho Appreciation Society will know what I'm actually saying. Like that was his big pitch to save his career. Like that was his big pitch. Like,
I
get the
like
fuck
this
out of
hat.
here with this
I
fucking
like this
guy.
hat.
Yeah, like that exactly. Like yeah, like he would just be saying I like this hat, and then you'd have Daniel Garcia being, I agree. We should have buffalo wings. Like what the fuck? Like
You
this.
should start doing that. Just be like, birds ain't real. What do you think about this, man?
Yeah.
Birds ain't real.
Yeah.
But why you
Like,
gotta be
get
so
the fuck
negative
outta
about
it.
it? Birds ain't real.
Like get the fuck out of here with this fucking guy.
Look here. Birds aren't real. Damn, so you ain't
It's
gotta
like
talk to my
that's
mother
like
like that, son. That's cold.
yeah, like that's his big like that was like his big pitch, and it's the fuck out of here with this fucking guy. Fucking Jake Hager, fucking piece of shit.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, back to this Godzilla. It looks good. It's a higher, but expect to never see it on your shelf.
Yes, looks good, but the question is, will we ever get it?
Short answer: nobody knows. Also, the 6 Man is like the ceiling for Shane Taylor because that seems to be the height of his career in Ring of Honor, is like winning like maybe the 6 Man or TV title. Because wasn't he 6 Man with the Gates of Agony before?
Yeah, I think he held it with Gates of Agony. I think they held it for a long time too, if I recall.
Yeah, I think it was during that kind of transitional period when they were about to go out of business.
Yeah.
All right, well, $75. Expect to pay more April of 26 for Godzilla here. Oh, speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! We got
This is cool.
Dual
Yeah,
Monsters
from
Revolt.
Revoltech. This is cool.
At first, I thought this was a statue, but I was like, "Oh no, this is a figure. You can actually pose them if you want." Oh, like we got the jacket, kind of just flailing off of them. Oh, and he got the dual disc. That's tight. That's tight right there. All he's missing is like a large dark magician to stand over him. And we got the hand with the deck of cards. I like that. That's pretty tight.
That's pretty cool. I might. I have to.
You picking this up, Trunks? You picking this up? Are you pre-ordering?
I might get this, even though I have the Figma one. I think this one looks a lot better.
He comes with a lot of accessories too. You got the pack of cards. You got the dual deck. I mean, if I was to pick this up, I would only have him displayed rocking the dual disc. He's always doing it. He's always doing it.
Because she's touching.
Yeah, you gotta.
Like even
Yeah,
that
you gotta have
version,
the dual disc.
going back to like cutting shit the fuck up. WB cut the fuck out of Yu-Gi-Oh!
They did.
They cut
but
that shit the fuck up too.
not as bad as One Piece, but yeah, there
not
was
as
some
bad,
stuff.
but it's like I said,
There
it's
was
just
some
about every anime got cut the fuck up when it got sent to the US. Just about.
Like I said, I think it's just because they just looked at it as cartoons, and then when they realized that like people die in this bitch, like the episode where during Battle City where Yugi and Kaiba, they're dueling on top of the building and they're having a tag team duel against the Rare Hunters, and then they're like the losing duelist. The floor is gonna fall out, and then they're gonna fall through the building and die.
She's touching go right.
But then they changed it to where when the floor breaks, it opens up a gateway to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah,
Like,
mad people got
yeah,
people got sent to the Shadow Realm.
yeah, but every time it was someone getting sent to the Shadow Realm, it was actually that they were dying. But
Yeah, Grandpa got
yeah,
sent to
like
the Shadow Realm.
I think they just, like I said, I think when they started bringing this stuff over, they just didn't realize that like a
Like,
lot
it's
of
too
this
adult.
stuff
It's too
was not.
adult.
Yeah, like a lot of this stuff was not for kids. Like a lot of this, or it was for kids, but maybe just Japan, maybe they just had a higher tolerance for what they thought kids were.
No, again, it was made for like a older audience, like at least a teen to young adult. Because like I said,
Yeah.
the subject matters. Like most animes are meant to kind of incentivize people in Japan to do certain behaviors, so they tailor it to that age range of like, okay, if you're a young teen or coming into young 20s, this is what you should be doing.
Yeah.
Like, this is the life you kind of should be living. This is what you should be inspiring to do, because it's their culture and they're trying to incentivize their culture to be a certain way, and they portray it within the anime.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said that, like, it's lost in translation to people in North America, because like I said, we have different sensibilities than the Japanese. It's just it is what it is. You can't change that.
Yeah.
But like I said, the best you can do is try to edit it up, dub it differently, and then try to change certain things to give it less impact than it would if you go by the original source material. So yeah, that's how we ended up with the meme of, instead of people dying, you go to the Shadow Realm. You go to the Shadow Realm. But we all know what that means. You're dead. We all know what it means. No one's oblivious to know where they go. If someone says, oh, they in the Shadow Realm now, that nigga dead. That motherfucker dead.
I was also talking to Scooters.
But it's just funny.
Yeah,
That's kind of how it became just its own meme. But like, yeah, that's the price of like American television. We're always gonna clean it up for the consumption of a younger audience, not realizing it was never made for that audience.
Exactly. It's like you said, like it was made for like an older audience, and then they tried to make these series, like they wanted them to be like Saturday morning cartoons. But
yeah, and that's how they promoted them.
They were never intended to be that. Like I said, like if they would have watched a couple episodes of One Piece, they would have saw that like this is not for kids. Like they would have saw that, but they just saw, to them it's just like it's cartoons.
It's ironic that they put it on a block called 4 Kids. This shit is not 4 Kids.
Yeah, 4
Let's
Kids.
put it on a block 4 Kids.
like I think it wasn't till later, like when they started wising up, like when you had like Toonami and stuff. Like I remember when you like Cowboy Bebop and like Inuyasha and like
yeah,
Gundam
they had to
Wing.
separate it and be like, okay,
those were always later.
This is Adult Swim, this is Toonami, but this is more for a mature audience.
Yeah, so like
eventually Toonami was starting to give it to you raw. At first they was giving you the edit versions, and then they were like, fuck it, we just gonna give it to y'all raw.
Yeah.
Because everybody was telling them, like, stop giving us this nerfed American version. Just give us the actual Japanese, just give it the English dub. That's it. And from then on out, they was just like, fuck it. Y'all gonna keep crying for the raw. We're gonna give it to the raw, but we gotta put some disclaimers to let people know, you know.
Yeah.
Because like after that, like the Dragon Ball series, they didn't really take much out of it after that. They just was like, here you go. Yeah, we might have cleaned up some of the language or something. And like I said, it gets lost in translation. But for the most part, they gave it to you raw. Because I remember seeing it before they dubbed it. And it's like, yeah, everything's still there. Pretty much.
Yeah. Like I think, you know,
we got new champions?
They sort of wised up. That's Shane Taylor in them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there you go.
First title for the infantry.
Yeah, I'll have to kind of go back and watch the Ring of Honor later.
All right, so now they got more gold in the factions. Like I said, gives them a little more legitimacy within the show, the programming. They're now more formidable. And to add bonus, Sammy's the one that took the L on that.
So I wonder. Like I said, we have to see who the partner is gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be one of the Von Erichs. Like I think it's gonna be somebody else.
Well, like I said, good for good for Taylor Promotions, good for the infantry. First tag titles in AEW / Ring of Honor. Especially for Sean Dean, he's one of those dudes that's kind of been there for about a minute in AEW.
Yeah, because I think Sean Dean, they signed him. I think it was during the pandemic.
Yeah, he was one of those dudes.
And he was on Dynamite. Like he was on, like I remember he was wrestling on Dynamite. Like maybe not every week, but I remember he was there
He
on
was
Dynamite.
Dynamite. He was on Dark. He like I said, he was a fixture there for a while, and then he got, I guess, demoted down to Ring of Honor, and he was there with Charlie Bravo, and they became the infantry.
New screen for a while.
Yeah.
And like I said, for a while, infantry was kind of babyface. They got Trish Adora to join them, but then, like I said, hook it up with Shane Taylor. Go the heel route, win championships.
Mm-hmm.
She told me it's $25 to $65 for the first 2 hours, and then after that it's $15 for the
Alright, I think the next match is Taya Valkyrie in the Women's Pure tournament. Are they crowning the champion tonight, or are they doing this at a later date?
No. I think it's just the opening round match tonight.
After 2 hours, it's $15.
Okay. It would have been better if they kind of crowned the new champion tonight, though, to be honest.
Again, like me, I would have just kind of did like a. That's why, like, I kind of hate tournaments, because it's obviously gonna be either Deanna or Serena Deeb. Like, it's just gonna be one of those two. Like, I would have just did like a 4-way or something, you know.
Well, I think it's more just a thing of trying to highlight that you have enough women to have a tournament.
Why put?
Which is not
Like,
everybody has that.
Why put Queen Aminata in there? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, it's not gonna be her. Like, maybe she's gonna beat Taya Valkyrie. I don't know. It's just the whole thing with tournaments is, to me, you're just
She is the queen.
Like, to me, the whole thing with tournaments is you're just, unless you're gonna do a tournament and it's gonna be like a one-night tournament.
Yeah, I would rather have a one-night tournament, to be fair. Sorry, got kind of sidetracked from the Yu-Gi-Oh here. If I was in the Yu-Gi-Oh like that, I'd probably go in on it. I mean, the price is a little, $80. Expect to pay more. October 25, but still, it's not bad. It's not a bad company too. So it's Revoltech. So. Now here's one I'm kind of contemplating, but the price about it's got me kind of fucked up.
No, fuck the price. I'm going in on this.
You are?
I'm going in. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so I didn't get the first two, right? Because again, the prices were kind of high, like the Blood Wolf and the Cabot. Like, I didn't get those two, but with the Shaft and Die Hard, I have the old version. Like, I still have the old version of all the Brigade figures. Like, remember the old McFarlane, like, Brigade figures?
Yeah, I remember those. See,
like, I still have those.
Because I have the original fucking Youngbloods. Like, I have the Youngblood comics. I used to collect the Youngblood. When Image was popping off back in my days, doesn't being an old motherfucker, like outside of motherfuckers jumping on Spawn's dick in the Wildcats, I was like, Wildcats was cool, but I started fucking with the Youngbloods. I was like, yo, Youngbloods is kind of good.
me too.
So I got the first issue, I got the 0 issue, I got a bunch of Youngbloods. So like these characters, I'm like, oh man, I kind of wanna get these, but it's like, bro, the price on these is wild though, 85 bones.
Yeah, like I was never a big fan of like Brigade or like Wetworks. Like I was always like, I liked Youngblood and like Cyber Force and like Wildcats.
Like I liked Wildcats too, but like I really liked Youngblood because it was just so different at the time.
Yeah, like for me, like
Shaft was fucking amazing, especially being an archer and the way they hooked it up so he could hold the bow. Bro, come on. Yeah, and they scale with your Marvel Legends, as you can see. I don't know. Like I said, I'm tempted on it, but like I said, the price is like, ooh man, that's an investment right there, buddy. But you said you already went on. You already put the pre-order in on these.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely getting these. Because I already have the Shaft and the Die Hard. Like I already have the original one. So for me, it's just like I'm just upgrading the
Trunks.
ones
That was around
have.
that time in the 90s, like late 90s. They was doing the uncut shit during the late night Tsunamis. Giving you that uncensored shit. Listen, uncut was a buzzword that got used a lot in like the 97, 99 era because just kind of sidetrack. I don't know if you ever heard of it. I don't know how big it was in Canada, if it even was a thing. Are you aware of the network called BET?
Yeah.
A Black Entertainment Television?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you're aware, there used to be a show that used to come on late night, like after midnight, called Uncensored. And literally all they played were like some of these rap music videos that just were like the nastiest videos you could possibly see on TV. But that was the theme back in the day. Like, we took it to the extreme in the 90s, and then there was a time where late night shit got uncensored or uncut, meaning you gonna get the raw version. And yeah, Toonami was in that too. They did the uncut. Yeah, that BET shit was wild, son. You know what I'm talking about, Trunks? They used to wild out, son. I still remember that one song, son, where the niggas like, I'm trying to kick it tonight. Oh, 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 so baby, tell me what that thing smell like. And it's like that kind of shit. Okay? He's like, I don't want y'all, if you gonna come in the club, I gotta know what that thing smell like. And it's just wild, son. Well, my man Busy Bone rapping about money in a Ziploc bag. Oh, good times. Good times. When music used to be good. Music used to be good. But yeah, we got the late 90s. Before we thought Y2K was going to shut us down, we decided to just get uncut. Just get uncut. Because we might be ending it all, so we might as well just get raw with it. We might as well just get raw. It might have ended, but it didn't. And then we had to dial it back a little bit, and then 9/11 happened. And the rest is history.
That's right.
All right, so your man Youngblood Shaft, 85 beans. Expect to pay more. the first quarter of 26. I might go in on the pre-order if it ain't coming out until like 26. Just in
Yeah, like
case.
I at least pre-ordered it. Like, you never know. Like I could. This is something, and I kind of don't want to. I kind of don't want to put this out there, but this is something where I could see this end up getting discounted. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if by the time these two are about to come out, like the Blood Wolf and the Cabot Stone, like I wouldn't be surprised if they end up getting discounted because Bad still has tons of those.
See, Mr. V know what I'm talking about, son. Ain't nothing like money in a Ziploc bag. Smashing cash. Ain't nothing like money in a Ziploc bag. Yeah, that shit was fire, son. That shit was fire. And the video was wild. All you seen, Matt, it was the strippers shaking ass and titties. It was wild, son. BET Uncut shit was wild, son. Late at night. That shit used to be the raw joint, son. And then if you the real wild demon, if you grew up when I grew up, after that you knew what came after. You get those paid promotions for motherfucking like Girls Gone Wild and shit. Nigga, the 90s was wild, so that was a great time. It was really a great time to be alive.
I remember those.
You remember them paid adverts for fucking Girls Gone Wild?
Oh, yeah.
Them shits used to be fire. They're like, it was a whole 30-second ad, son, and just wow, son. And like, nigga, what is this ad? What is this ad about? Like, they really want you to buy this video right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you grew up in the 90s, you know what it was. There was only a few different types of paid advertisement that you got on certain channels. You was either going to get some Girls on Wild shit, or you was going to get some advert for some food product, or you was going to get some advert for some health equipment. And like I said, then there was some ones that was trying to pump out some penis pills. But for the most part, like, rush ups. And then you get the writing a commercial of the fucking mixtape. Get that smooth jazz, get that shit up in you. Trying to sex a woman up, play this shit right here. Play this shit right here. And the panties is coming off. All night. Secret lovers, that's who we are. Oh, Queen Aminata with the dub.
Wow.
Over Ty Valkyrie here. Moving on in the tournament. I mean, Queen Aminata is more Ring of Honor than AEW anyway, because they barely have her on there unless they need a body.
It's just, I'm pretty sure it's going to come down to Deanna and Serena Deeb anyway.
We'll find out. Sticking with that, we got Youngblood Die Hard here.
Yeah.
Another cool character would fuck with.
That's right.
Oh, speaking of the Virtuosa, here comes Deonna Purrazzo coming out to the ring with her thick ass. She looked like she'll make you a good marinara sauce, though. I ain't gonna lie. She'll make you a good pasta. I know I'll bet you Steve Macklin eating good in their house. You know what I mean?
No question about it. No question about it.
Eating good. That's why he be like, bag him and tag him, son. That's how she do my lunch, nigga. Like, we ain't eating no MREs up in here, my dude. Straight bread and olive oil. Everything got garlic on it. I don't even know what a ragu is anymore. Yeah, but yeah. Die Hard over here, another one. Definitely looking like a banger.
Yeah, like they're a little pricey.
Giving you definitely Deadpool vibes, but again, it's Liefeld, so the dude who made Deadpool would also kind of.
This was almost almost like the precursor to Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, they're a little bit pricey, but
They're a
just
little
for
bit
the
pricey, but I mean,
just for the
it's the young
novelty,
blood team though.
like just for the novelty of like kind of like I said, I have the original like McFarlane like young blood figures, so like it's kind of it's an opportunity to like update those, you know, and again, like who else is gonna make these characters? Like who else is gonna make like young blood, you know?
Listen, man. The 90s were a simpler time. And like I said, if you grew up in that era, if you were old enough to remember the nonsense we were out here doing, yeah, listen, you appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of it was just a growing pains. We got the Kingdom coming out in tag team action. I almost forgot they were still here. AEW, as soon as Adam Cole got taken out, they just forgot about the Kingdom. They're like, nah, just go to Ring of Honor, bro. We'll keep Roddy up here a
Well,
little, but y'all go over here.
I mean, what else do you do with them at this point? Like they're trying to do stuff, but every time they try to do something, it's again it's an unfortunate thing, and I don't want to say like it's his fault, but right now, whatever the case may be, Adam Cole just can't stay healthy. So
Well, I
every
mean,
time
the
they
Adam
try
Cole
to,
shit, he can't stay healthy, but like you created this whole group of people that you just kind of disbanded because yeah, the leader wasn't there, but they still had chemistry because you know they boys and all, and like I liked the little combo they had when it was Roddy and just the Kingdom. They could have folded in Kyle and they could have done something, but they just decided, nah, we'll keep Kyle, we'll keep Roddy up here, but y'all two, y'all go back to the Ring of Honor, and y'all have a match with Blake Christensen and Big Shotty. Which that's who that team.
so
That's who they're having a match against Blake Christensen
so
and
I don't
Big
know.
Shotty Lee Johnson.
So now you got the Paragon, like you got them as a tag team, but who even knows how long they're gonna be a tag team for?
I mean, right now ain't much else for them to do but be a tag team. I mean, you would think Roddy's at least a former international champion, he would have a little bit of stamina, a little bit of stock, but I guess that meant all of hell or nothing, right?
No, like I think I think he's still got stock. I think it's just I think they were supposed to be factored into other things, and
Yeah, and Adam Cole's not there. I get it.
yeah, like I'm pretty sure Adam Cole would have dropped the title to Fletcher, and then maybe you would have seen the Paragon just focus on going after the 6-man titles, but then Cole gets hurt, so then well, okay, well now we already have we already have plans in motion, so what do we do with the Paragon now? So now unfortunately they're just kind of floating.
Oh man, Big Shotty's wearing the ring gear I hate worse than one leg, no leg, and that's fucking just pants. Not even jean pants, but like remember when Ricochet was wearing the long pants?
Yeah, I hate
Yeah,
those.
he's wearing
I hate
those,
them.
and it's just like, oh man, tuck them shits into your boots, sir. Get the fuck out of here with that. Who you think you are, John Morrison?
Yeah. Like the kind of like the Shawn Michaels pants almost.
A little bit. It's got the flare at the end. It's not tapered at the end. And it's just like, you look like you're just wearing pants. Like, stop. You look like No Way Jose. Get out of here.
Yeah.
If you're not wearing tights, get out of here. I'm not fucking with you, man. I need you to look like a wrestler, sir. Not like a dude who just took off his shirt and got into a fight. Stop it. It's bad enough half of y'all are in here wearing athletic apparel sneakers and not wrestler boots. I let that slide. But y'all out here be getting reckless with y'all ring attire, be looking real fugazi. Only some wrestlers are allotted that privilege to look like average Joe bums. The rest of y'all need to look like wrestlers. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Not everybody can be Raven. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta put some goddamn tights on. Hey, even Matt Cardona, fuck Matt Cardona, knew he had to ditch. He had to get real tights to be taken serious. Okay? And
Yeah.
no leg, one leg is gross. No one should ever do it. Anyway. Also 85, expect to pay more first quarter 26 for Die Hard here.
All right. Is this the best 112 Spider-Man ever? It very much might be. We got from SH Figure Arts. We got the Gamerverse Spider-Man, which this is essentially Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man.
Which is awesome.
Like this isn't, yeah, like this is intended to be specifically that version. So I think we got the Cyclops. I think we got the Cyclops already.
Yeah. And I think they got a Wolverine as well.
Yeah, you might be right.
I mean,
Yeah, I
it
think
looks
you're
pretty.
yeah.
It looks pretty sharp, and the articulation is definitely there.
Yeah.
I like the fingers kind of crinkled up there, like they're wall crawling fingers. That looks tight. I don't got any more photos, but the amount of what they show is pretty damn articulated. I think the only thing I see missing out of it is a toe tilt, maybe.
This is great if you went in on those the ones Hasbro did, like the Cyclops, the Psylocke, and the Thanos, and then I think they did like a War Machine, and then there's like a Juggernaut. Like if you're kind of going in on those, then this could kind of be the perfect companion.
Yeah, with also they got that. Don't forget the blue Venom in the cap.
Yeah, the blue Venom.
I mean, it definitely looks good. I mean, I'm gonna pass on it because I don't need
Same.
a Gamerverse Spider-Man, but I do definitely appreciate.
Yeah, I'll probably pass as well. Because the thing with the Marvel vs. Capcom designs is like it's not different enough, you know.
Yeah, and I'm
Like
pretty
you know
sure
how like
you have a Spider-Man already. If you're real about yours, that's already kind of made for your Gamerverse. But again, also remember it's Hasbro. I'm pretty sure they already have a Spider-Man equipped to be part of that Gamerverse that they're ready to shuck out
exactly
and take $40 from you.
like you know
And I
how
said
like
$40
like
because they're gonna make it like an extra deluxe with extra bullshit.
probably. I wouldn't be surprised if we just get a repaint of the Maximum.
Probably, but it'll come with also some more bullshit, and it'll be $40.
Yeah. It's like but yeah, like to me, like this is just you could just use a regular Spider-Man with this. Like it's almost the same thing. Like the designs aren't unique enough for me to invest in. Like I need a whole Marvel vs. Capcom team or like display. Like it's not like Injustice. Like let's say like Injustice, like they all look very unique and very different. So it's kind of based off that. I'll probably pass, but I can appreciate that this looks really really nice. It's just I don't need a Marvel vs. Capcom shelf.
No, I'm not trying to build
Like
the
I'll
game
get
of
the
Rust, to be fair.
I'll get the Juggernaut. Like I'm gonna get the Juggernaut, but then I'm just gonna use it as a regular Juggernaut. You know.
Well,
Like
Spider-Man will set you back.
I'll get the Marvel versus Capcom Juggernaut, but then I'm using that to replace my Build-A-Figure.
$100, $10 deposit, April of 26. Deadpool,
I kind
Mayfix.
yeah, I kind of saw these and I didn't even realize that these were like new. Like, why are we getting these now?
I guess better late than never. Maybe they figured the market might want one more. I don't know.
I guess.
I mean, it's not bad looking, but is it something I need? No. Especially for the price they're asking. It's like, like I said, Hasbro put out theirs and it was pretty damn good for $25.
Yeah.
And I got that one. I mean, you can make the argument. Okay, they gave you the extra accessories, and if you want it for that, then hey, go for it. But me, nah, I'm okay. Especially you get Dogpool too. Yeah, that's a nice bonus.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, you get a decent amount of accessories.
I like that you get the bones, like the Wolverine bones.
Yeah, you get the bones and the bone claws. So yeah, I mean, now I would ask. I guess it's premium. What did you say? It's worth the price because it's like over $100.
Yeah. I think the price is. I think the price is fair.
Yeah, we're looking at 135, 1350, August the 26th. So you got a little time to think about it, but you're definitely gonna eat that 1350. You change your mind. And of course, if you gotta have Deadpool, you gotta have Wolverine. But we don't even get the option of what? No mask? We just getting just the Jackman.
You know?
Not even getting the sleeveless Jackman. We getting full sleeves. If, like I said, if that's the case, I'll just stick with the Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Plus that Marvel Legends gave me 2 head sculpts, mask and no mask. I mean, it's not bad, but it's like it's not offering me anything that like I said, the multiple head sculpts is fine, but I'd rather have it with a mask. At least have one. So you gave 3 head sculpts and one of them couldn't be with a mask on? None of them. Does that make sense to you, Matt? Like you
no,
had the
no, it does
opportunity,
not.
like, okay, we're gonna give it 3 alternate head sculpts, and none of them were with a mask on.
Unless they wanna save that to release another version with the mask down the road.
I mean, it's possible. Maybe they'll pop off the sleeves as well. Who knows?
Oh yeah, probably. There you go. Yeah, you'll probably get a sleeveless one with the mask, like at a later point.
Oh, Blake Christensen and Big Shotty beat the Kingdom. Well, Also 135, 1350 deposit, August the 26th.
This
You know,
again too, like this.
Yeah, who's asking for this?
Yeah, like this seems like out of nowhere. Like why would we buy a Black Adam The Rock?
I feel like this is one of those cases where they probably had this earlier and thought this was gonna be something that sold based off the movie, and when it didn't, they kind of hold off. But they like, now we had a bunch of these laying around, and we got to try to recoup something.
Yeah.
So let's just put it out. Let's give them the gold throne and all this other shit. And it's like, maybe somebody wanted. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it's not something I'm planning on buying.
Either.
I mean, not my Black Adam.
Yeah,
My Black Adam has hair. I'm sorry, sir.
that's right. It's just kind of like why, yeah, like it just kind of seems like why would like we're still getting stuff from the DCEU when like the DCEU doesn't even exist anymore, and like we're still getting stuff from it, you know?
Yeah, this dude's been erased from the timeline. He don't live here. He don't go to this school.
He was right about one thing. After this movie came out, the hierarchy of power in the DC universe definitely changed,
Yeah, to James
but
Gunn.
not in his favor.
All right, looks like we're at a pure championship, and he's going up against some dude from CMLL.
Mm-hmm.
Showa is his name. Shelwa. I don't know how you get that with X, but go for it, bro. Showa.
Mm-hmm.
Shelwa. So Shelwa's getting his shot at the Pure Championship tonight. I doubt we're going to get a new Pure Champion, especially after his compadres just won the six-man championship.
Yeah.
I don't see them then just popping, taking the title off of him. But coming out alone without the rest of STP. Tiger Style. And he is the longest reigning Pure Champion in Ring of Honor history. Alright, well, Black Adam here. Set you back $160 with a $16 deposit, April of 26. So maybe if you're a fan of a Rock, maybe you want to get it. I don't know. I'm good.
Alright. So we're getting from Ronin Warriors. I don't know nothing about this. I never watched Ronin Warriors.
I never watched it either, but I saw this and I was just like, this looks pretty badass though. So I was like, I just liked it just for it just looked badass. And
I'm
there might be
assuming
some
he's a
Ronin
bad guy?
Warrior fans out there. He looks like a bad guy. I would think he is. He looks like he's ready to fuck shit up with all them scythes hanging off his back. And we got deer antlers as like horns. Come on, man. He's looking like some medieval Cyclonus. Some Ronin Cyclonus, like. So it's pretty. You know what? He's almost got a little bit of a like, almost kind of a bludgeon vibe going on.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, and you can hook it up into some claws? Oh, I ain't know that. Okay, now we cooking with gas. That's what's up. Oh, my man took it off. He a pretty motherfucker. Look at this nigga. Oh, that's pretty dope. You can take off all the armor? That's cool. Okay, that's pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. That's a pretty sweet type of thing where you can kind of put the armor on the dude. That's cool. I'll fuck with it. I fuck with it. I always like figures like this where you can kind of just attach the extra, like you could have like a base figure and then add on the other shit, and neither one takes away from each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I said, like make a bludgeon. This is definitely, he got that bludgeon vibe. Make a bludgeon out of that. Alright, so the Warlord of Illusions here will set you back $160, $16 deposit, July of 26.
Yeah, Trunks says if these were normal price, I would get some, but they cost too much, and yeah, I kind of get that.
Yeah, Trunks, I know you fuck with that
very
Ronin.
expensive.
You fuck with the Ronin shit. I've seen some of your collection. I think you got some of those too. That shit look badass. Now speaking of like some fucking crazy shit, this shit I saw this. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy looking.
Yeah, this looks cool.
Gawad, the ghost face. Now it's a 110 scale, so I was like, I don't know about all that, but
It's probably like 10 inches
yeah.
or like 9 inches.
But that shit do look that should look mean though.
Mm-hmm.
Just some shit you see in like fucking like Wukong type shit.
Yeah.
I would fuck with this if it was at a regular scale to go with other shit and the price wasn't kind of so up there. But this shit, like I said, this shit's badass.
Yeah.
Like I said, the price $167, $1670 deposit, first quarter of 26.
Whoa, alright. We got where's Gojira? We got a Demon Slayer sword here. And you know, I'm not a sword guy, like personally. Like I'm not, like my house is not filled with tons of swords. But I know whose house is filled with
if I
tons
could,
of swords.
I would fill my house full of swords, but my house is already full of other shit, so that's why there's no swords.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not a reason of like not wanting. It's just kind of a reason of not having real estate to do anything with swords. But if I could,
yeah,
I would definitely have some swords. Yo, the blade is wild. I'm not familiar with this anime, so I've never seen this sword. But how the blade is shaped is wild, son. It's got the like indent, and it's only got the tip, like kind of the tip is only like the sharp point.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, Mr. V, like that's what I'm thinking. Like Gojira's missing. He's not here with us tonight. He's missing the swords.
Pretty dope sword. $220 with a $22 deposit, July of 26. So there you go.
Wow, here we go. We're getting Peacemaker from Hot Toys Season 2, Peacemaker specifically.
Which is very pertinent since we talked about episode 2 today, so you know. Whoa, that John
That's cool.
Cena's looking kind of rough though. Can't see him. I mean, it looks good. It's decent. I mean,
Oh, he comes
he's
with all
got, he's got
the
Eagle E with him.
comes like with all the weapons, like from Suicide Squad. It's kind of cool.
It looks like they gave him at least 2 different helmets. Showa. Oh, and they gave him the jetpack? Okay.
Oh, I guess so you could make this into like either version. I guess not, because was the alternate version he fights with, I think the costume was a little bit different, right?
Yeah, his costume had long sleeves, plus the helmet was way different. I think he always had a jetpack, but like his pops had the jetpack, but I don't think he ever used it though. He was just using the helmets. I mean, it looks fine, I guess, if you're in the Peacemaker and John Cena. If you like John Cena, you'll like Peacemaker. Got the daggers, got the knife, the sword, got the pistol. He's got the RoboCop daggers. And you get the Eagle E. $320 with a $32 deposit, December of 26. Okay.
Okay, we got from Metal Gear Solid. We got Chogokin Metal Gear Rex. Looks very cool. I wonder how big is
the
this?
original Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Die into this. Yeah, what's the scale on this? 6 inches.
Wow.
That's pretty tiny for that price.
Yeah.
That's kind of that's a little disappointing right there. I thought it'd be a little bit bigger. She converted into
Yes.
the like tank mode.
Feels a little small for the price.
Definitely small
Look.
for the price.
Looks cool though. Like I can't deny that it looks really cool.
Like I'm expecting you to be like HasLab size for that goddamn price. I should be able to put a whole figure in you for that price. Alright, well, Rex will set you back $360 with a $36 deposit, March of 26. Overly priced Reedus?
We got I don't know. I never played Death Stranding.
Yeah, it's Norman Reedus from in the Death Stranded game. I haven't played him either, but I mean, if you played
Just
Death
look at the
Stranded or Death
price.
Stranded 2, this is an overly priced statue. So, with bonus, by the way. I guess the bonus is like the baby or something. But it comes with all this stuff right here. I mean, it's cool and all. I don't, like I said, I don't play the game, so I don't have really much of an attachment to it.
Yeah.
And like you said, the price is. Whew. Listen, if I'm gonna buy something at that price, it better transform and be multiple transformers.
That's right.
We're talking at least good couple combiners with that price. But hey, you see what it is. It is not for them broke boys. Look at that down payment. In case you change your mind, you're like, nah, I can't buy this. This is what you lose. This is what you don't get back.
Thanks.
That's somebody's rent right there. That's somebody's partial rent. That's somebody's paycheck when they missed a day. They missed a day of work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, February of 27. So you got time to think about it. Put a pre-order in, but overly priced troll.
Jeez. Good lord.
This is from Lord of the Rings. You got the big troll, Aurora, with bonus. I guess the bonus is some extra parts to add on to this very expensive statue. You gotta really be about that Lord of the Rings life if you buying something like this. How big is the statue? I gotta see it next to a can of soda. Where's that can of soda? I need to see. Somebody show me a can of soda. No soda? Okay, no. I mean, it looks good, but like I said, I'm not a statue man, so and yeah, like I said, there's the price, there's that payment. Pay almost $4,000 for this motherfucker.
And like if you have that kind of disposable income to drop on like one item, then God bless you, because you're doing something far better than myself.
Yeah, you're doing something right out here, so good going, yeah. I mean, I'm doing okay, but I would never drop this much for no statue. Like I said,
yeah.
I'm doing
like
all
that's
right,
maybe
I'm doing all right to not be dropping no almost $4,000 on one item. Nah.
Like that's maybe like three months worth of purchases for me.
Motherfucker, if I'm dropping
Or
that kind of money, I'm buying like a whole new like living room set, bro. Like for real, we talking like new kitchen, new tables, new couch, new TV, new everything for that type of money. But hey, like I said, if you about that life, have at it. And that will do it for Fig News. Well, you working tonight?
Yeah.
What time you gotta boat out? Like how much time?
Like I gotta start getting ready, but I could probably stay on for like another 25 minutes or so.
That's what's up. Well, like I said, I'm just watching this Death Before Dishonor, and ooh, Lee Moriarty just retained the Pure Championship
Yeah, no surprise there.
by tapping Zoices out, or whatever his name was. Seeswa just tapped out. He had him tied up in the ropes. You know, he had no more rope breaks, so he had him tied up in the ropes and had him in like the Regal type stretch in the ropes. Yeah, they just got to get some gold. But here's the thing: there's enough titles right now in Ring of Honor for Trish Adora to get a title. I don't understand why Mina Shirakawa is getting a title match against Athena when she's the interim television champion. And now y'all got a female pure title coming out. You could have gave like Trish Adora a title shot against Mina or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. I kind of thought that was weird too.
And that next match is QT going up against Paul Walter Hauser, PWH. PWH.
The Mortal Kombat movie got delayed.
Did it now?
Yeah,
What's the issue?
I don't know.
Sucks to suck, I guess.
I kind of thought there was something going on because that movie was originally supposed to come out in October, and like we only saw the first trailer last month. So I kind of thought like, I don't know, something seems funny about that. Like usually when the trailer is super comes out super close to the movie's release date, it's not a good sign.
Who do you think they're gonna give the dub to here? Are we giving it to PWH or is QT gonna upset the actor?
I don't know.
I mean, QT's kind of been the go-to guy to deal with all the celebrities and influencers during, because he's always like he was with the Boom guy, the AJ Boom. And now we're doing PWH. We don't bring the boom, we bring the doom.
I guess. Well, I guess like I guess it shows that they know that QT Marshall can carry these guys to a good match.
Oh, and this match is a match. This is a match without honor too.
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Which I find kind of weird.
I gotta say, I gotta kind of give a little bit of criticism to AEW because they're at the 2300 arena for this show, and they did Dynamite this week, and they'll be there for a couple other shows. The aesthetics of how they decided to decorate the place is like, y'all act like I ain't got no money up in there. And the only reason I say that, and I hate to be that way, is because, like, when WWE when they did the NXT show, you couldn't even tell that you're in the 2300 arena the way they got it set up. You wouldn't even know you was really in there unless someone fucking told you.
But I think it's because they wanted to give it like a more like old school feel. Like I think they did that purposely.
To give it the rustic look?
Yeah, like they wanted to give it like a more, like if you were watching like ECW back in the day, then this is what it felt like. So I think they did that purposely. I think they wanted to make it feel like a little more gritty or like a little more authentic.
Yeah, I guess. I just feel like for a show like Dynamite, like it looks like for Ring of Honor, okay, the look works, but for like I felt like for Dynamite, I thought they could just do a little bit more. And shout out for PWH, you coming out here in some proper ring gear. Got some tights on, got some pads. We're probably not gonna pop off the shirt, but that's okay. No,
Oh, I'm gonna disagree.
Thick boy should pop it off, but I don't think he is.
Oh, I disagree. I think he will pop it off.
Yeah, well, maybe he's saving it for later. You know, it is missing sleeves, so you are getting a ticket to the gun show.
Usually he wears like a singlet.
Well, no singlet tonight. He's wearing like regular tights. Unless it looks, is it a singlet? It might be a singlet. I might be wrong. Because I can't tell if the shirt's tucked into the tights or if it's hanging over, but it looks like the shirt's tucked in though. Also, like, hey, shout out to PWH for the simple fact that doing this could potentially bring down his stock in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't want to go the route of a David Arquette or or like a Andy Kaufman. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tread the line really fine when you're doing shit like this.
Like I said, like I kind of respect, because he's one of those guys where you could tell like he's not just looking at this as like a payday. Like you could tell that like he cares about the business,
Yeah.
Like he's not another Travis Scott.
No, definitely not. Like he definitely he looks like he's taking it seriously. Like he's not like gassed out or anything. Oh,
Like the fact that he's out there.
A nice cannonball of QT on the outside from PWH.
Like like he's out there doing stuff in MLW. Like he's doing stuff in press. Like he's out there, he's doing stuff, and
Oh,
Like I
now we
said,
got some
like
tables in play.
The fact that he has actual like ring gear bumps him up a couple notches. You know, like he's not just out here like wearing like shorts, or he's not just out here like wearing sweatpants. Like he took the time to get actual gear. I don't know, like at least for me, like those are the small details that I appreciate, you know?
Now going for a suplex, trying to put QT through the table. But QT Marshall, too strong. Blocking the suplex, going for a reversal. Both men thinking the same idea. But no! PWH with the suplex on the outside to the mat. It's QT Marshall. Now we're going for some more weapons, and now we got ourselves a ladder coming out. By the way, I'm looking forward to tonight seeing Henchicero, because your man Don Callis is going to give him the best entrance ever. The best intro ever for Henchicero coming out. Excuse me. Cállate. I like how he says "yo soy," saying it wrong. So instead of saying he is, he's literally saying I am Henchicero.
Yeah.
He's going "yo soy Henchicero," and it's like, no, that means I am.
I kind of hope Hachicero wins.
I think he might. I think he might. Fuck is that? What is QT pulling out from under the ring now? It's like a box, a big ass box. Oh, PWA showing some color. Oh, we got some barbed wire bats. We got a barbed wire chair. And oh, PWH eating a barbed wire bat to the gut right now. Shot across the back. Now we're raking the face with the bat across PWH's forehead. Definitely trying to open him up a little bit more. Who's bleeding? Oh, PWH, Paul Walter Hauser. He leaking right now. And now QT Marshall with the barbed wire chair swinging for the fences but misses and eats it right in the face. PWH, another shot across the face of QT Marshall. Eats a big splash in the corner and now a Dusty-like elbow from PWH. And now swinging for the fences. Shot right in the back with the barbed wire chair. QT feeling that one. Now PWH getting fired up from the crowd. Got him in the fireman's carry. What's he going to do with him here? And Solo coming in with the Singapore cane, swinging for the fences, and now snap across the back of PWH. Now he's just wailing into him. Solo, and we're not talking Sokoa here, ladies and gentlemen. Resident lackey of QT Marshall and the guy who dropped the bag when it came to Bailey. Now both men setting up a table, getting it in the ring. What are we going to do here? Looking like some chaos about to go down.
Yeah, I kind of don't know how you messed that up.
Yeah, how you drop that bag?
How you got all that?
She got, like the older she's getting, is like she's just getting thicker, bro. It's like, how'd you drop that bag? How you fuck that up?
Like she's like Benjamin Button. Like the older she gets, the better she gets. Like I find she looks way better now than she did. Like when she was the hugger.
And now another shot to the back with that barbed wire chair from Solo. Now we're setting up a table at the corner of the ring. And now we got another box of something cloaked. Does PWH have no friends? Does he have no backup? What's up with this? But no, PWH fighting his way out. Dumps QT to the outside.
I'm sure somebody will come out at some point.
And now Solo trying to handcuff. But nope. Music is playing. Somebody's coming out.
But all right, bro, I gotta take off.
Oh, it's Hook.
The cold-hearted devil?
The cold-hearted, handsome devil, yes.
Handsome devil. There you go.
Tell the girls he's back in town.
There you go.
And put Solo right through the table with a T-bone Tazplex. Alright, man, if you gotta go, brother.
Yeah. But alright, I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Alright, later.
Alright. Well, looks like Hook is dragging Solo to the back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he's dragging that ass to the back. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here, Hook. Now we got ourselves a one-on-one, ladies and gentlemen, between QT Marshall and PWH. QT looked like he's going for a pile driver through a table to the outside. But PWH still got a little gas in the tank. QT looking a little frustrated right now. But now, PWH looking like going for white noise. We going for white noise. He's got him on his shoulders. No! Hits him with a Death Valley plunge. Sent on to the table. My God. What a madman. PWH. PWH the first on his feet. Now catching a chair shot right across the dome. PWH setting up the chair. What's he thinking here? Now scooping up QT Marshall. What's he going for? Oh, hits him with a driver right in the chair. And a 2 count though. Do we still do clickbait, Mr. V? Yeah, we do it every Monday. Every Monday. Every Monday. And now PWH pulling out his Golden Globe Award. About to use it as a weapon. And oh, just bangs QT Marshall right across the skull with the Golden Globe. Golden Globe winner, Paul Walter Hauser over here. What's this? What do we got here? We got some apparatus unveiled and it's a bed of broken glass, ladies and gentlemen, a bed of broken glass. And now, PWH trying to press the face of QT Marshall into the glass. And then, stabs him with a piece of glass right up across the forehead. Now signaling for the diamond cutter. Is he going to try to diamond cut him into the glass? No! He eats it. PWH drops him right ass back into the glass. Oh, man. He is kicking his back end right now, chat. Now, Fireman Carey, what's he thinking? Oh, hits him with an attitude adjustment on the glass. 2 count. QT still kicking out. Not only did he get dropped on the glass 1 time, but then dropped on the glass 2 times and still manages to kick out at 2. That QT Marshall, what a good hand. Looks like PWH has got a bag full of thumbtacks, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't be a match without honor without some thumbtacks. We got the thumbtacks laid out in the corner. What is PWH thinking here? Oh, super kick to the face by QT Marshall. Now QT looking to go for a power bomb on the thumbtacks. Oh, PWH taking the thumbtacks to the back. Good thing he's got that t-shirt on. He'd be an actual pin cushion. I think PWH might be knocked out. And no, QT tried to go for an easy cover, but PWH kicking out at 2. Not out of it yet. Now it looks like QT looking to set up another table. PWH is just laid out on the floor. He is not in a good shape right now, chat. He is looking like he is out of it. He might be playing possum now, but he is laid out like a starfish. You might as well call him Patrick. Yeah, every Monday Raw on Netflix, and we do clickbait live during Raw, so we kind of get Raw and everything else out. And now QT Marshall using a scooper to shovel up some of the glass and is laying it on the table now. So now it's a table full of broken glass. What are we doing here? And now QT got the microphone. Now he's talking trash. Yeah, that's usually what we do. We just kind of watch Raw, and we'll talk about Raw, and we'll talk about all the other stuff from wrestling. So, but we just do it live because Raw's on Netflix now. So, but now PWH back on his feet. Kick to the chest because his legs can't go any higher than that. And now PWH, what's he thinking? Looks like going up to Brett's rope, the most deadliest rope. Looking for a tornado DDT. QT Marshall put a halt to that, to a shot to Dick City. Oh, shot to Dick City. And then was he going for a Brett's rope diamond cutter? Brett's rope diamond cutter. Oh, through the glass table. And that is it. QT Marshall with the win. Tough break for PWH. Diamond cutter off of Brett's rope through a table with broken glass. Oh, that's the deadliest. That's the finisher right there. QT Marshall with the win here tonight. And with that, we are at that time, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to call it for the night. I do appreciate y'all coming out, as always. Like this video, like the stream, subscribe if you haven't, and ring the bell so you stay notified. We'll be back here next week to talk all things pop culture, toys, a little wrestling, everything. And if you're about that wrestling, definitely join us on Monday, Clickbait Wrestling. So definitely check us out there. Matt forgot to say this before he left, but if he was here, he would let you know that birds are not real. You guys have a great night and a great weekend. And remember to always kick out. Thick boys out.
Time has come, I'm ready to go. Venturing into the unknown. Fire's inside me, must be unleashed. People talk nonsense all the day. Shampoo kind, that's all they can say. I can't get no satisfaction. Woo-hoo! Challenge may have come. Woo-hoo! Fighting just begun, but there's no stopping. People spreading out my wings. Let's fly high. Woo-hoo! Concentrate my power. Woo-hoo! In the final hour, in the end, I'm gonna win. my soul. That gives me courage and control. I'll go beyond the limit break. The universe is mine to take. I have no fear. I think it's clear. Let's keep you tight high. Get all this Dragon Ball Super. We got the skill to blow Xeno away.